Hi, I'm Kira. Welcome to Yoga for Insomnia. Let's be honest, insomnia sucks. It does. But the good news is that a wind down yoga practice like this one can really set us up for success before we get into bed. So I know about sleep issues. I teach in New York City, very busy, very loud, a lot of stimulus. And a lot of us in modern life, it's just we have so much coming at us all day long. It's hard to shut the brain off and help the body relax. So this practice is going to do just that for you. I'm so excited you're here. Okay, so the equipment I have with me today is a yoga mat. I'm also using a yoga strap. If you don't have a strap, you could grab a scarf or a belt, anything of that nature. And then you're also going to want to have some open wall space or a couch because we're going to put our legs up the wall for a restorative shape at the end of this class. All right, let's make our way onto our backs. So come onto your back and give yourself what you need to feel supported. If you like to have a pillow under your head, you can take that, but just settle onto your back, knees bent, feet on the floor. Let the knees knock in toward one another. And if it's comfortable for you, rest your hands on your belly so you can start to feel the breath in the body. Take a nice full breath in through your nose. And then big sigh out through the mouth. Again, full breath in. Big sigh out. One more full inhalation, deepest one of the day. Exhale, stale air out the mouth. And let your next breath just drop in naturally. And we're going to take an SH exhale. So we'll breathe in, and then we'll breathe out on the sound SH until the tank is empty. And then the inhale comes again. Here we go. Full breath in. Exhale, SH. Breathing in. Exhale, SH. Keep this going on your own a couple of times just to empty any stale air out of your lungs. Extending your exhales has a down-regulating effect on the nervous system, meaning it helps us relax. A few more rounds of this. Very good. And then from here, you're going to slowly float your eyes open and go ahead and grab your strap. We'll come into hand to toe pose or Supta Padangustasana. So you're going to loop the strap over the ball of one foot and extend it up towards the sky. And once you're in this position, just gently start to pull the leg toward you. Notice what's happening with your breath. Also just observe the quality you're bringing to this. If you're trying to really pull the leg towards the chest or if you're kind of letting it be where it is. Okay, there should be minimal effort in this. So just hold your leg where it feels like something's happening, but not like you can't breathe and relax there. If you want more of a stretch, that free leg could extend straight. Inhale. Exhale. A few more cycles of breath here, gently opening the back of the legs. And as best you can, try to be still in the pose. Sometimes we have an urge to move around, kind of wiggle the leg, and just for the purpose of this class, try to move into stillness. Good, and then we'll make our way into the other side. So you're just gonna bend your knee, switch feet with the strap. Supta Padangustasana, second side. And once you arrive here, just observe if this leg is a little more open or tight than that first side without any sense of judgment. Just taking this passive witness role to your practice. And if thoughts from the day are creeping into your mind, just try to bring your focus back to what's happening right now. So sensations along the back of your leg, the sound of your breath. The great thing about using the breath to calm our mind is that the breath is happening right now, always, right? It's not happening tomorrow or yesterday. Breath is happening right now, so it can invite the mind into the present moment. Really good. We'll take the strap off the foot and come into figure 4 position. So cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Thread your hands between the space, gently pull the leg towards you. And if this position is not accessible for you without having to lift your head up, just grab the strap, right? The strap is a way to make legs a little longer. Gently pull your right knee, or press rather your right knee away from your body. Feeling stretch through outer right hip. A few more breaths here. If you're someone who's more open in your hips, you want to feel a little more, you can interlace your hands around your left shin and gently pull the leg in and send your breath to the places that feel held or gripped. And start to rock a little bit side to side, giving ourselves a massage in this hip opener. And then we'll gently switch sides. So left ankle over right thigh. Setting yourself up, whatever you need here. And just like that first stretch, you might notice that one hip is a lot more open or tight, especially with large joint structures like the hip. We're going to see a lot of difference between the sides of us. But you know what? Life isn't balanced and bodies aren't balanced. So there you go. Accepting both sides and the different stories that they bring to the table. If at any point you want to bring back that SH breath, can be a really nice way to relieve tension. I'm going to take one here. And adding a little rock side to side. And then we'll take a spinal twist. So you're going to uncross the legs. Bring your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg long. And then start to guide the leg across your body. Keeping the shoulders grounded. The knee can float in space if you want to support it with a pillow or anything. Be my guest. But start to lift your right hand above the right shoulder. That's going to stimulate the lymph node in your armpit. Stimulating the lymphatic system supports our immunity. And then we'll switch sides. Come onto your back. Left knee into the chest, guide it across your body, spinal twist. Once you're in position, left hand above left shoulder. Send some breath into the upper left part of your chest. So twists are an incredible way to refresh your spine after a long day, and they also stimulate our organs of digestion. And then come onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze, Apanasana pose, rocking side to side. And then gently roll into your right side. You're going to find your way to seated. And just make your way to a comfortable seat, Sukhasana, which translates to easy seat. If sitting in this way is not comfortable for you, change that. You could sit up on a block, you could sit on a pillow to bring your hips more in line with your knees. Once you're here, draw your shoulders up to your ears, breathe in. As you breathe out, let the shoulders drop. A few more, lift the shoulders, breathe in. Exhale, let them drop. Once more, breathe in. Let the shoulders drop. Very good. We'll come into a side bend. Tent your right fingertips beside you. You're going to reach up and over to the right. And let your head and neck relax in this position. Keep your butt grounded on the mat, so don't let your left butt cheek float away. And in that way, we'll stretch the side body. And then reach up and over, second side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop into the side bend. Relax your head and your neck. Come back up. Spinal twist. We'll reach the arms up overhead. Breathe in. On the breath out, find a twist to your right. You can rest your left hand on your right knee as you gently twist. And keep breathing in the twist. Sometimes there's a tendency to hold our breath. Keep rinsing breath through the twist. And then unwind. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Very gentle quality here. And imagine you could drink your air through your spine. So you sip it from the tip of your tailbone. Visualize your breath moving up your spine, out through the top of your head as you sip air. And then unwind. Bring your hands to your knees. Let's find a circular movement with the torso. So just circling around. You can close your eyes if it's comfortable here. Just unsticking the sides of the waist and the hips. And then go in the opposite direction. Really nice. Come back up. Neck stretch. You're going to bring your right ear to your right shoulder. And then try to snake your left arm behind your body. If it feels okay, you can try to interlace your fingers and just let your left shoulder drop here. So we're stretching the side of the neck, scalenes, sternocleidomastoid muscles. Sounds like a dinosaur to me. It always does. So rinse some breath through the side of your neck. And then gently drop chin to chest. Ooh, just feel where the sensation moves, how the stretch changes. Try to soften the muscles of your face. And then bring the head back on top of the spine. We'll switch. And before we switch, just notice, does one shoulder feel lower? Tracking those changes. All right, left ear to left shoulder. And then start to snake the right arm around the body. Interlace your fingers. Let your right shoulder drop. New York City, there's always an ambulance when you're trying to wind down, you know? Maybe you don't, but I'll give you a slice of NYC in this video. Drop your chin to your chest. Feel the stretch move. And then release. Good. Just shake the shoulders out a little bit. And then meet me on all fours, tabletop position. So you'll come onto all fours. We'll take some cats and cows, spreading your fingers. As you inhale, drop your belly, gaze up for cow pose, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine like an angry cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. A few more times with this. And if you intuitively feel like moving in a different direction, just go with it. Sometimes circles feels really good in your cat-cow, letting your head and your neck follow the line of the movement. If you take circles, just make sure you do that in both directions for balance. Nice. And then sink your hips back to your heels. Child's pose, balasana. Let your forehead find the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. And if your forehead is touching the mat, you could rock it a little side to side, massaging that pressure point between the brows. And if the mind is particularly busy, it can be useful to use a mantra, give the mind something to do. What I really like to wind down at the end of the day is to just mentally repeat the phrase, I release the day. I release the day, just mentally repeating that a few times. And then when you're ready, you're going to shift forward into tabletop position once again. And we'll make our way into lizard lunge rocks. Open the hips. So you're going to step your right foot outside your right hand, and if that needs to happen in a couple steps, that's okay. And if your legs are tight, you might want to use blocks here to bring the floor to you. So with this nice wide stance, both hands inside of that front foot, just begin to rock forward and then shift back, flexing your front foot towards your face, rocking forward and back, stretching the hamstrings and the psoas, the hips. Ooh, this stretch is so good. It's such a great way to just feel tension start to melt out of the lower body. Next time you shift forward, we'll switch sides. So shifting forward, come back through tabletop, and then left foot outside of left hand for lizard. And then you'll just shift forward and shift the hips back. And I really like to flex the toes towards my face, just helps me get a little deeper into this, but don't feel like you have to come through your full range of motion here. Totally fine to have a little bend in the knee. The important thing is keeping the breath even and deep. Good. The next time you shift forward, we'll let this go. We'll come back to tabletop. And we'll make our way into our final resting pose of this class, legs up the wall. This is a good one, team. So you're gonna need some wall space here. And if you don't have wall space, you also could absolutely do this by putting your legs up on a sofa or up on a chair. But I'll show you how I like to get into this. I call this the squat, drop, and roll method. So I'm gonna come next to the wall. So I'm sort of in a little squatty position and then lay down on my side with my butt facing the wall. And then from there, I'm gonna slide my legs, or rather roll my legs up the wall. Wow, I have a lot of dog hair on my legs. Isn't that funny how that happens when you roll around on the ground? So settle here with the legs up the wall. Find anywhere for your arms that feels comfortable. You might place the hands on the belly or just find more of a cactus shape to open the shoulders. And we'll be here for a couple of minutes. Legs up the wall or Viparita Karani, really therapeutic posture. It's said to help with insomnia because it downregulates your nervous system to be in an inversion with the feet above the heart. And if you start to feel any tingling sensations in your legs, don't worry about that at all. If it does bother you though, pointing your toes slightly can alleviate that. And if at any time you want out of this shape, you'll just bend your knees and bring your feet to the wall and then slide the legs down. A few more breaths here. If you found that mantra useful, you might want to reintroduce the use of mantra. Another one I really like for winding down is I release all tension from my body and mind as I prepare for bed. I release all tension from my body and mind as I prepare for bed. If you're really enjoying this shape, you're welcome to stay here as long as you need. But otherwise, we're going to slowly make our way out. Separating the feet. You're going to bend the knees, bring the feet to the wall, and just walk them down. Find sort of a frog pose on the wall. Notice that temperature change in the feet as you lower the legs. And then slowly roll onto your right side. You can make a little pillow for your forehead or for your head with your arm. And then slowly find your way up to seated. And just make your way back to a comfortable seat. Bringing your spine tall, eyes closed if it's comfortable. And we'll close this practice by mentally repeating a few mantras for deep rest and relaxation. As you inhale, mentally repeat the thought, I release the day. I release the day. And then mentally repeating the mantra, I release all tension from my body and mind as I prepare myself for bed. I release all tension from my body and mind as I prepare myself for bed. And then mentally repeating the phrase, I allow myself to rest. I allow myself to rest. I allow myself to rest. Slowly bring your palms together at your heart, bowing your chin to your chest in gratitude for this yoga practice and to yourself, for caring for yourself in this way. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I wish you deep rest. I'll see you soon.